Alright, so we're a few days late to this one, but finally we are going to be reviewing Ubuntu 17.10 right now on Linux Lounge.
Welcome to Linux Lounge.
So as you probably already know, Ubuntu 17.10 is the first version of Ubuntu to be shipped with GNOME. Now, as you can see, they've sort of styled it to make it look like the Unity desktop with a few extensions and that. Now, there's a few critical differences which in my opinion actually make this a bit nicer even. I mean, for one, it looks nicer in my opinion, but the menus and that are a lot cleaner as well. Now, the first thing to say is, as I say, the switch over to the GNOME desktop seems to be quite a sort of, smooth one, and it's remaining consistent with the Unity releases. All the styling is still there. As I said earlier, it looks pretty much like the Unity desktop, with a few extensions and that make it look like it. But all in all, as I say, I think the switch over to GNOME was a good decision on Canonical's part. Now, let's go over some things that are different. As I say, for one, there's the top bar up here. Basically all the usual GNOME features. The menu's different. Now, they're using a modified version of Dash to Dock here, which was a good decision. But interestingly enough, the little show applications thing is actually down here as opposed to up here, which is a bit of a strange decision, and I can actually see a lot of people accidentally opening Firefox as a result. Now, mind you, if you dislike the way that this is laid out, you can still install Unity 7 on this release, and in fact there's an unofficial version of it that comes with it. All the applications are relatively standard Ubuntu stuff, nothing's really changed there. It's no maps again. But let's go into some things that have been changed. For one, the window buttons are now on the right side again, which is quite cool. Let's just close that out. Also, the settings has had a bit of a revamp. As I say, everything is now on the left side as opposed to one big menu that was on Ubuntu beforehand. And you've got all your settings here, your details, your devices, all that sort of thing. As you can see, you've also got a dock setting over here, so you can configure your dock options. In order to hide the dock, you can change the icon size. That, strangely enough, does not. There you go. You can change the icon size. You can also easily set it back to the default with that little line. You can change the position on the screen, which looks pretty cool, I guess. You can also have it at the right now, and if you move this over here, that will turn a slightly different colour, which is also cool. And while we're here, we can have a look at the backgrounds. I think this release has some particularly nice ones in here. As you can see, you can also change the lock wallpaper as well. So if you want something different on your lock screen, you can have that. My personal favourite, I would have said, is this one. And speaking of lock screen, it's been revamped. Here we can just go ahead and here, and that's the wrong button. It would actually be here and log out. And let's load up in a second. As you can see, they're using the stock and standard GNOME lock screen instead of their own, other thing. It has the Ubuntu theming on it as well, which I think looks really nice. Put a password back in there and sign in to get back into the desktop. Now, as you can see, oh yes, you can also opt to use the Wayland Display Manager or XOR. So you've got some choices there should you want to. But all in all, the switch over to GNOME is very nice. It's stock and standard GNOME on here, more or less. It has their own modifications on it, but nothing too heavy-handed, like with Zorin or whatever. But yeah, all in all, if you're not an Ubuntu person, I still recommend you try this out, because this is a very nice sort of, GNOME distribution. It looks nice. It's got the Ubuntu look to it. And for Ubuntu people, this is well worth the upgrade, because it's familiar enough, close enough to Unity that it wouldn't be that much of a massive leap. Other than that, my experience with this new version's been good as well, nothing massively problematic with it. Well, that's my review of Ubuntu 17.10. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more content, like and comment, and I will see you in the next video.